June 2024. Cost of the petition and any other relief the court may deem fit. Of course, we wish to say that our petition has not been opposed by anybody. Let me finish. And we rely, of course, on the facts in support of the petition and our supporting affidavit as it is. We also wish to say that the reason why we had done an application to stop the impeachment proceedings is because...
I don't like doing this. But clearly, Ms. Kimotho's petition is overtaken by events. The petition sought an apology by the second deputy president to the NIS. That did not happen. The impeachment occurred. A vote was taken on that question, and it is the subject of the first petition argued by Senior Counsel Paul Mwite. So Ms. Kimotho should sit down. Thank you.
No. We are opposed to that because that's not true. The apology we were seeking is an apology from the deputy president, whether he's sitting or not sitting. So we are very much in place. And again, we also wish to as I proceed, before I was interrupted by my senior, I wish to say that we are also in support of, we are against the process of impeachment. And we are going to say why, if I'm allowed to say. The reason why we are in support of, why we are against, the impeachment process is that the grounds that we relied on in our petition are the same grounds that were being litigated by the Senate. The judge, when we went to, our petition was first, E013. When we went to the High Court at Kerugoya, we raised these issues. The Senate had not yet started the process, the impeachment process. And so we felt that if we were hard fast, then this whole issue would have taken a different turn. Because once a case is pending in court, once the issues that are being raised are the same issues being raised in the Senate, then we ought to have been hard fast. And that's what we have been raising from the application that we did, and even in this situation when we are arguing our petition. We again say that if you look at the entire process, any person who goes to court must be heard. That's an Article 50, fair hearing. Then if the same issues that are being raised here are raised there, then of course there's an issue. It shows the senator, because we served the Senate, and the speaker clearly acknowledged that there's a petition going on in Kerugoya, but they ignored. This can only show their minds. They had made up their minds. And that's why now we are in support of the petitioners against the entire impeachment process. And this point is very, very important. Again, if you look at when we were consolidated, there came the issues again that are being raised here, public participation, which on our part, we are supporting. We are saying the public participation that was done was not done well. His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, His Excellency the President of Kenya, William Ruto, are people who were voted by Kenyans as a duo, not individually. So now when His Excellency, one duo, one person, one part of that duo is subjected to impeachment without the same process that was used to bring them to power, then that issue violates the Constitution. And why are we saying this? If you look at how they were elected, polling stations were everywhere. Each constituency, each polling stations in the wards, people were allowed to vote. So now when it comes to public participation, in where now we want to remove one duo, why are Kenyans not being told, come, let's get your views on the removal of one duo that we elected? How can we be told we don't have a right to be here right now? We do have a right, because if Kenyans did not participate equally as they did participate during the elections campaigns, then the process, any public participation that is said was done here was a sham. The second issue, why we are in support of these petitioners. Again, you can see how, and these are allegations that are in public domain. In fact, in our petition, we are accusing the Attorney General of these issues. Everybody kept on saying the MPs were given 500,000. The senators were given 1 million. These are allegations in the public domain. Can we say this process was fair when people out there are claiming there is bribery? We have seen several talk shows, people continuing saying these issues. So we are objecting to that process that was done. The other point that we wish to say is, okay, again, that was repeated, but I can emphasize, on the day of the Senate, we see the then Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, falling sick. We have served, there is our order, standing there, the Speaker of the Senate acknowledging that, yes, we've been served with an order. Then suddenly, the Deputy President becomes sick. And then what happens? The Senate does not care. They give a few hours, a few days, and then say, we will proceed, whether he appears before us or not. We go back to Article 50, fair hearing. Fair hearing means, however that person is, he must be allowed to give us his side of story. Kenyans were waiting. Kenyans were watching the TV. They wanted to hear His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua tell us, we voted for him. We want to know what happened. What happened, yet we voted a duo. So this chance we were not given. What we saw was in Senate, people come in and the lawyers speak and other allegations, paperwork. So Kenyans would have expected to hear his side of story. So in that, we say he was not given a fair hearing, and therefore that impeachment process was not conducted the correct way. Yes, I think my points, those are my few points. They are very fiery, so I don't want to keep...
Of course they are.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. That's all for me.
Thank you. Yeah, they are fiery. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.